Hey, welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, and I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, also know that I like to go deep within the readings. I don't just look at the surface. We do look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play out as karmic themes. This will give you an opportunity to see your situation from a different perception. That enables you to shape shift your situation. If you're new also to the channel, check out the description box. There I have a lot of different links to my website, links to Patreon. That's important if you're looking to get shadow healing. I have a shadow healing program that I include inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to heal the effects of trauma for only $7.99 a month. Yep, you heard that correct. Every time we meet, we do card readings that bring out the different shadows, and then we work on the shadow exercises, because there are a lot of them, everything from reparenting to rephrasing to you name it, to even breath work, because healing the effects of trauma means a lot of times that you have to recondition not just the mind, but the body, because your body's the mind's faithful servant. So when we go in to experiences that are traumatic, or when we're in a relationship with someone that creates a lot of drama, well, our nervous system begins to get overstimulated. We wind up getting things like anxiety and depression, because living with someone that doesn't make us feel safe creates those things. And so this is why I'm saying, like, this channel, I do look and see what goes on the surface, but we like to go deep in order for you to actually heal the effects of your trauma, so that you can actually break karmic cycles. All right, now without further ado, if you ever if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. Sometimes I talk so fast that the words aren't coming out as fast as I want to talk. Okay, permissive. That's going to be the word that you write in your comment bar. So I feel like you're in connection with someone that is acting like they don't really give a shit that they're in separation from you, in hopes that they'll trigger you enough that you're going to react. This is something that they usually do when they want to manipulate someone and they don't want to give anything. So there's a sense of you're connected to someone that has feelings for you, but they're not looking to offer you anything. That's why they're acting permissive. And I hate to start the reading off that way, but I have to call it the way that I feel it. And like you said, so doesn't mean that the person doesn't have feelings for you. They want you to think that they don't have feelings for you. They want to act like it doesn't matter. So I want to look at the hidden truths, just because this is what it is. I remember every detail of that day. So I feel as if you and your person, the person that's connected to you, the person that's thinking about you the strongest, because that's really, I mean, it could be the person that you're thinking about, but this person is thinking about you a lot, but they're coming across as if they don't care. And the thing is that they, I feel like right before they went ghost or weren't around or whatever that transpired, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like this person went ghost. They just stopped talking to you. But before they did that, you and this person hung out, and there was potential for something to happen. And there was a lot of chemistry, there was a lot of passion. And I feel as if they're really affected by the fact that you're not talking to them, but again, they're acting like they don't care. And the reason why is because they are looking back on the connection. They're looking back on the last time that you guys hung out. And I feel like they're remembering a lot of things that you said that maybe at the time they didn't really take you seriously. I'm feeling they're looking at you as if you're a lot different. Even though you're not really different, you've been telling this person the whole time what it is that you want, I feel like. And that's why they're acting permissive. Like they know if you didn't tell them what you wanted, you hinted, or they just know. We will be together again. See, there's also a sense of cockiness with this person. It's like this is the way that they're used to navigating relationships. It actually has nothing to do with you. However, I could see how it would trigger you because there is a sense that they want to trigger you. This person doesn't want to seem vulnerable. They don't want to seem as if they care about you. They don't want to seem as if they have mud on their face. So they're going to act like they don't care. And I feel like that's not the way to play it, that they should be honest. But they're strategizing, and they're strategizing because, again, they don't want to seem vulnerable. Just being near you is intoxicating. So there is, again, this chemistry, and there is an admiration. I feel like there is even a respect because you did walk away from this person. However, like what they're showing you is not any of that. They're not showing that, that they want to be with you again or that they're confident of that because they're not talking to you about it. And they're not showing you how they feel either about you. Again, being near you is intoxicating. Yeah, it is when someone likes you that you like back. Only this person doesn't show that they like. I'm starting to understand our connection. I feel like this person didn't want to like you. I feel like they normally are able to strategize what they want, you know, and you're not someone that they wanted in the beginning. I'm gonna just say it as it is. And because this person tends to be very surface, they tend to go for very promiscuous people so that they can get exactly what they want and get in and get out, per se, no pun intended. But that there's a sense of that they're used to, like I said, getting what they want and getting what they want based on manipulation. I mean, people can tell when you have feelings towards somebody. It's so they hint a lot. They, make the person assume a lot, and then it's not really what the other person wants. The other person will always think, oh, well, you're coming into my life because you want to be in a relationship. You care about me. You have feelings for me, especially if you feel that the chemistry. Well, that's not what this person is likes to do. This person likes to play nonchalant, be in, be out, not really be committal to anybody. And so they really didn't want to be in a committed relationship. They don't really want to be in a deep relationship. I just feel as if they can't help it. Like there's a sense of, I've tried to manipulate this to get what I want. And the thing is, I can't really get what I want because you're not falling for it. And they're thinking a lot about it. It's again, but the obstacles, and I feel like obstacles are mainly just in their mind, and that they would also have to change the way that they live. I'm feeling as if the obstacles is that this person has a lot of people that like hang off of them, and they like that because it makes them feel important. They're not giving anything to these people, but these people are giving to them. So there's a sense of that they know that if they were with you, they couldn't have their little cheerleader side. They can't have people that are going to just, just want to be around them and talk to them and treat them as if they're someone special. That your person would actually have to give the time and the effort to you. So it's really their own obstacles that they put in the way. Yeah, there are one or two crazy people. Yeah, I'm sure, because the thing is, this person's very imbalanced. So they come on real strong, really sexual, and then whoever plays along with it. And then when the person realizes that your person doesn't really care about them, they just want what they want, then yeah, then there's a crazy person that, because the person feels as if they were screwed over. But that's the only obstacles are these people that they don't really want to be with, but they like having like their cheerleader section. And I don't think that this person has ever been put in a position like this before, because then they don't want to have these feelings for you. They're not used to having these feelings for people. Will you give me a second chance? I'm actually thinking about, like, will you give me a second chance? And I think it's because they're looking around at some of those people that they come on really strong with and very sexual with, and now they're looking and they're like, this is kind of gross. Because they have something to compare it to. Where I don't really feel like they ever like, I don't think your person felt that they could have a relationship before. This person hides their feelings, and not because they're strong. It's like I feel like it's a default mechanism that they, want to date like a lot of people, have a lot of surface relationships, be really promiscuous with all of them, get swept away in the passion, have people make them feel really big and important, and that's how they were living, and it was fine. It's like, but then they meet you and they're like, try to play the same games. That didn't work. And really, this whole time, they're putting a lot of effort in trying to make it as if they don't care about you. But the whole time they're thinking about you. The whole time they are focused on you. And I know that because they want a second chance, to the point that they're like, I'm gonna figure out a way to get away from these obstacles, which I don't think for a long time that they even thought of those people as obstacles, where now that they actually think that they are. Because that's the thing, when you feed people and you lead people on, because hey, maybe I just want you for what I want you for when I need you for. And those people that are attached to your person, they are low vibration. They don't feel good about themselves. The highlight of their day is your person talking to them, and your person knows this. And that's why they have a big ego. And so they have their little cheerleader section to give them emotionally, so they don't have to give anyone else emotionally. You see, so they can go into a relationship and strategize and try and get what they want. And that's how this person played it with you. And they're still kind of trying to like not show you as if they care. Please don't give up on me. But it's again, but there's a little delusion, because it's like, how can you not give up on this person when they're acting like they don't care? It's almost like they're trying to telepathically put it out there for you to pick up on, because they're like obsessive about it. They're thinking about it all the time. Please don't give up on me. Will you give me a second chance? I'm starting to understand our connection. Like, this is a deeper connection. Yeah, because they can't walk away from it. And that's why it's like it's intoxicating, because it's real. It's not based just on passion. It's not just based on like the bedroom. That's the thing. Your person didn't actually want to be with you because you wouldn't be promiscuous with them in the beginning, is what I feel. And all those other people did. So you, in a way, you kind of made them feel insecure, because it's like, well, everybody else wants to be with me. Why don't you want to be with me? Well, you don't, if I'm with you, you're not gonna do all that. So I'm gonna get bored, or I'm not gonna be happy. And really what they see is they're starting to get bored with those people that are like promiscuous, because what they're saying is, well, I can have a lot of options, but those options aren't good options. They're actually draining. I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Yeah, that's again because they really do have feelings for you. They would just, and this shows it. It's like it shows the hidden truth that they didn't want to show anything, but meanwhile, like it shows the truth of how they feel. So we have to ask whether we want to or not. What did they do? What are the shadows? And then we always ask, why did you attract a person like this into your life? Whether you're going to be with this person or not. Why did spirit, the universe, bring this person into your life? What do you need to learn? what needs to be integrated, because your relationships teach you about yourself. And when there's triggers, and in the beginning, this person plays a lot of games. So as I said, I could see how this is triggering. I said that in the beginning. Now they're starting to soften up. That could be triggering too, because now it's like, if I have feelings for you, it's like I can't really trust you because you showed me all that. So they actually created a lot of problems in the relationship that weren't there because of the way that they acted. And I feel like this is what your person tends to do, which is why they act like they don't care, because they know. Martyr. So it's again sacrificing too much, needing to rescue others. Yeah, so I feel like your person may come into your life hoping that you're going to help them. Like they may come in as that person. The reason why they were separated from you, I feel like they're going to say that they had to give time to family, or they had to give time to work, or they had to give time to their children. They had to give time, like they're gonna like hope that you feel sorry for them and that you see them as someone that was sacrificing for the better of other people, when really that's not what was happening. They were actually being entertained by people that were on a lower vibration. I'm not saying that they didn't help people, but your person's leaving things out. They were definitely spiteful. They were definitely trying to manipulate you. They still act like they don't really care. It's like, oh, well, this is what was more important. Like, I'm gonna lie to the end. Is the energy that I'm feeling yeah, I want to be with you now, but I can't tell you the truth. So I'm gonna lie to the end. I'm gonna leave out information. And what I'm telling you is they didn't need to be a martyr. They chose to be a martyr. They chose to stay connected to people that they didn't really need to be connected to. And that's because those people gave. You, again, they would have to actually step it up. And that's why I feel like this is a divine relationship, because this person doesn't want to like you. They want to do what's easiest. That's why they're still kind of acting like permissive. They're still like, I don't really, and that's, but they can't help themselves. You can't help themselves. And that's how you know it's a divine relationship. When you can't, when the person triggers the shit out of you, which you're triggering the shit out of this person, because they're like, you should be like fondling all over me. You should be like thinking that I am the cat's meow. You should think that everyone else likes me. What's wrong with you? That you should be doing that. You're not doing that. That's triggering. Well, I need to play these games in order for you to give me more. Oh, you're not doing it. You're making it difficult. So again, that's triggering for this person because they're not healed. For you, it's triggering because you're like, okay, if this is a divine connection, why are you acting like an asshole? Why are you creating problems? And the reason why is because they have spiritual blocks, they have shadows. And the shadows create psychological and emotional behaviorisms where this person is getting in their own way. They're avoiding you. They would rather pretend to be a martyr and like fix other things, and that's really not who they are. They're a selfish person. Again, dramatic. That's they want you to be like they want you to be dramatic over the situation because you would show something, but they're gonna come in all dramatic, like, oh, my life was so hard, like, and they want you to get swept away in the story and not really what they did. So, like I said, this person, the way that they're approaching is not really, they're gonna try and put on a show in hopes that that's what you look at, that you're not gonna remember everything, that you're gonna feel sorry for them. It's again deceiving, because and that's what it is. It's the way that they manipulate. It's the, I want to manipulate, I want to deceive you because I know what I did was wrong, but I don't really want to apologize for what I did. I'd rather you see me as a martyr. I'd rather come in dramatic, like, oh, my life was so hard. I was such a martyr. I had to give up what I wanted to be with you. When really down deep inside, they're like, can't stand the thought of you with someone else. It's like, so they play a lot of games. And that's somebody that has a lot of spiritual like blocks. They have shadows, and that's from being in past relationships, and I feel like inner child wounds for sure. So we see that they want to come in, they want to fix it. My issue is that they don't want to look at anything that they did in the past. There's a sense that they want to come in and just like pick it up like where they left off. And no, being fragile. See again where it's almost like they almost feel as if they come in broken, and if you're like nurture them, and they acted like they gave so much and they're so broken and it was so hard for them, that you're going to nurture them, so it's still about them getting what they want. And I don't know if they're really 100% conscious of it. Like in the beginning, yes, with this energy, yes, they were. But this is the way that this person seems to approach things. And my issue with that is that, well, we're going to look at the inner child wounds, but my issue with that is like, if you're giving to them and this person never gave you, they don't plan on giving to you. They don't really know how to give. This person has a closed heart, like a chakra, because they know you're the real deal. They can't walk away from you. They don't want to have these feelings. They see it's a divine connection. They see what it is. They just want it on their terms, the way that it always is, because they always get the upper hand, and that's not happening for them. Because again, it's making them to look at themselves, to change. No one's supposed to go around using people and deliberately staking out people that are going to be in your little fan club, that are going to feed you, that you don't. And when I say feed you, I mean feed you time, energy, focus, money, feed you to make you feel important, where you don't give anything back, so that you can stay strong and appear strong, so you can string along the person that you really like, to get that person that you really like to give you. Oh, that didn't work, is what I see. But now it didn't work, and I can't just come back in and apologize. No, I can't do that. I'm going to come in all dramatic, like a martyr, like I was a martyr, being all fragile, and hope that you still give to me. So we have to say, why would you attract a person like this? What are you supposed to learn? Because you're a magnet of who and what comes into your life. And that doesn't mean that you're like this. It means that they're coming in to teach you something about yourself, that there was some sort of healing. There's some sort of inner child wound that needs to be looked at. And right here, it's organized chaos. And organized chaos a lot of times is, again, when somebody's really imbalanced and they want you to follow their rules, right? So growing up in an environment that maybe your parents were really emotional, one was really emotional, or there wasn't enough money, or there was some real imbalance that changed the dynamic of the household, but it still functioned. It still functioned. Almost like, consider an alcoholic that's functioning. That's organized chaos, because it's like you still don't know what you're going to get. But it almost seems as if you have one person that creates a lot of chaos and another person that always has to go and fix it. It really winds up becoming a codependent type of relationship, which codependent relationships, we know one person usually is really good with finances, one person's really good with the structure, and they're not emotionally intelligent. And the other person is usually emotionally intelligent, and they tend to give a lot of themselves. They might not financially bring a lot to the table, but they give a lot of themselves. They actually give all of themselves, while the other person that is emotionally not capable tends to be the provider, be the structure. So the relationship winds up never being a good relationship, because the person that is emotionally void wants someone that's going to give them emotional, like, support, happiness, fulfillment 24/7. And the one that's financially getting taken care of, they're usually not getting any emotional support, and that makes them angry, which then triggers the person that is giving the finances, that does want the emotional support, to go out and find somebody else. So I'm kind of feeling, for some of you, that you're connected to somebody that still is taking care of somebody else. And so, that's the organized chaos. And the organized chaos is I can't be with you physically because I don't have any type of physical like connection to you. I am not attracted to you at all. And the reason why is because I never gave you anything emotionally. So you know, you're always yelling at me. You're never happy. So it's again, I don't exactly want to sleep with you because you trigger me, you make me mad, we don't have a good relationship. However, you run the house well or you provide well. So I'm going to get my needs taken care of somewhere else. And like you said, I feel like your person had a cheerleading session. So I don't know if this is one particular person or this person gets their emotional fulfillment from a bunch of different people. And that's the organized chaos. And that if they were bringing you in, you would be in their life as like the main dish, but they would have a bunch of side dishes because that's the way that they're used to doing it and manipulating it, and not with the intention of going in there that way either. But they're not starting the relationship off good. They're coming in like dramatic, deceiving, and pretending that they were a martyr. And I'm not saying that they weren't, but they chose to stay connected in hopes that you were going to give them, so then they were going to be able to take care of everything. And then innocent, and like again, the innocence of you when you grow up in organized chaos, that's usually an alcoholic family or an emotional abusive family, like where your needs aren't getting met. Well, we're innocent, right? When you're born, you're innocent. You don't have perceptions of how things are going to be. You don't even really have well, you might have expectations from viewing how other parents treat, you know, their children. So there's a sense of this person hoping that you would be innocent, and there is a sense of that you are innocent, that you are like you're not someone that plays games. So they were hoping that you would be innocent, and there is like again this innocence that I feel like was kind of robbed from you growing up. So where you had to live in organized chaos, which is what made you very intuitive to realize that what this person was trying to bring into your life would have just stirred up the same emotions from childhood. And I feel like you did a lot of healing. This person chooses to stay stuck so that they don't have to change. It's like, and it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings, they just want things their way, which is not a fair way. So we say again that you, not by not being with this person, like you actually changing the karma, because like I said, this person doesn't want to give. There, every which way they come in, they try and come in to get what they want. So we say when a person still, when you've given a lot of time and energy to a person, even if they didn't treat you well, you still have feelings for that person, unfortunately, because of how much you give. And it's almost like the potential, which is what I feel like this person wanted. Like, oh, well, you're innocent. You never talked to me about sex. You never talked to me about anything. You're not going to be looking for that. It's so again, they thought that that was how you were going to enter into the relationship. But really, you didn't enter into the relationship that way. And that's the best thing that you could do, but you still gave. So we have to say, what healing can we bring in to this situation, because this person still robbed you, they still didn't like, and when I say robbed you, I mean you weren't with them, but there was a sense of they tricked you, you gave them time, they wanted you to think that they really cared, they wanted you, and it's not like they don't care, they care, but they care more from a passion perception and from a very selfish perception and an unhealed perception, which is not good for you. And being connected to someone like this, where you had expectations and hopes, you would still somehow feel a little sad. So I always ask Spirit, what other energy can we bring into the situation to help balance out those feelings, those emotions? Because it's like this person just played games the whole time, wanted what they wanted, and they're going to continue to do that until they get what they want. You had to walk away. You had to walk away. This showed that. This showed that you did walk away, because organized chaos is not the way that you want to live. It's like You don't want someone to take advantage of your innocence, where you begin to look for problems. It's again, when we're innocent, we think that the world is kind of pink and blue. We trust everybody. It's like when our parents betray us, they rob us of our innocence. When we're in a relationship with someone that pretends to care about us, they rob us of that. And that's what I'm talking about. So what energy could we bring in? And this says open to the universe. I am discovering my worth, meaning this person wasn't giving me shit. And I'm discovering my worth and my abilities, because when I walked away from this person, I put my time into myself. This is what I feel you did, Virgo. You put the time into yourself. And it says, I have confidence in my value and my potential. I reclaim my inner power. I accept and love myself completely, which is what you needed to heal when you grow up with childhood trauma, where it's organized chaos. It doesn't mean that those people don't love you. They love you. They love you from the level of consciousness that they are capable of, from how healed, what got transpired in their life. So it's again, they were broken, they needed healing. And so you needed to learn to heal yourself 100% and completely. And that's what it says, and love myself completely. Thus, I am open to the divine light of the universe. So when this situation was kind of like a karmic test, it's a karmic test. This person is going to come back to you. It's going to be up to you on how you handle it. But I feel like you walked away from this person because you were like, I don't really want I need it to be balanced. I don't need it to be organized chaos where it's like, I know that you love me, but that's the way that it looks. I don't need to do that. I need to be open to the universe through the fact that I heal myself and I know my worth, and that I let the universe bring me who's supposed to be into my life, that the universe has my back. If I become the vibration of unconditional love, I will attract what I love. And that's why there's always a space between what we reap to what is sown. And so it's almost like this person's coming into your life at a time that I feel like that it's just a test. It's just a test. Joy again. And so when we ask what else, that the universe says, joy, like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in the magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. So this is being open to the universe, right? Open to the universe for joy. What brings you joy? What brings you happiness? So that you can become a vibration of happiness to bring more things like that. This person doesn't bring you happiness. What I see is there's a lot of drama. There might be passion, but this person doesn't make you happy. What I feel is you would become very drained if you decided to be in a relationship like this, because this person has commitment issues, and the fact that they keep trying to come back into your life and give you the relationship the way that they want to be in the relationship, it's like they're hoping that they'll wear you down. And what I'm feeling is you want to bank on yourself. Like, give your energy to yourself by, again, going out into the world. Find what brings you joy, becoming the vibration of joy, letting the universe bring you people, situations, experiences that bring you joy, so that you can, again, leave this situation, so that you can, again, like, really be done with the situation. Once you integrate the situation, you will be done. And the integration part was to walk away and to put the energy into yourself, and maybe not work wise, because I feel like you did that, but now more into things that you enjoy, hobbies, interests, passions, because there's more to life than just work. Things that are going to bring you joy, and that will, again, inevitably bring more of the same. I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know if you resonated with this, and if you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to write the word of the word that I pulled in the comment bar, and I'm like, I don't even know. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? It's permissive. They acted like they didn't care. Permissive, and they're still acting like they don't care, but they do. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.